It's on.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
They put 3 on the board then.
Oh, they did? Go KC! Mavs take the ice. minute left on the warm-up clock. Just over a minute. All right, here we are at the Fire and Ice Championship, Springfield, Illinois. Mavs facing off against the Twin Bridges Lightning again. We faced them earlier. It was a close game. It was 0-0 after the first period. It was 1-1 after the second period. A tight matchup. Mavs eventually pulled away, but we'll see what they can do here in the championship. Mavs win the drop. Argadine back to Heffernan. Heffernan tries to backhand it up and out of the zone, but doesn't get out. Twin Bridges keep it in. He slided over for a centering pass, goes off Dungy momentarily, but it's picked off. Phillips sends it back up out of the zone, long outlet pass to Dungy on the sides. Dungy trying to streak through the zone. It's poked away, though, and kicked out of the zone. Argadine will run back to chase that down. Argadine picks it up. Comes back in the left side of the zone. Poke checked away, though, by the Lightning, and they'll come the other direction. Lightning out of the zone. Lots of defense back. Argadine with the poke check. Phillips steals that puck, sends it right back to Argadine. Argadine up to Brown. Brown spins around a defender, but it's poked away at the last second. Dungy kicks it up to himself. Enters the zone onside, but nobody else there, and it's poked away by the Lightning. All the way back into the Mavs zone. Leith tries to clear it, fans on it. Comes over to the Lightning player who shoots it wide behind the net. Carams all the way around to the corner. Weisner there in support. Phillips plays the man behind the net. He comes around to the crease, centering pass. Can't get a stick on it. Shot goes just wide. Just to the right on the rebound there. Weisner picks up the loose puck. He'll send it up the sideboards looking for Argadine. Bounces over a couple sticks, but comes to Dungy. Dungy one-on-one. He comes in the zone. Shot top of the circle. Glove save, but a rebound. Poke check there by Dungy. He keeps the play alive. He'll chase it down in the corner and send it behind the net looking for Weisner in the corner. Weisner overskates it. Lightning pick it up. Outlet pass to center ice. Comes all the way down across the red line. It's touched, though, so no icing. Well, the first referee waved it off, and I guess the second one decided otherwise. Icing it. 10.5 minutes. I didn't get my clock started on time there, so I'll square that back up. 10:25 on the arena clock. Face off now in the Lightning zone. Lightning win the face-off, played over the sideboards. Nobody there, though. Busher picks up the puck. Busher backhand pass looking for Weisner. Just past his stick, and Lightning pick it up. 2-on-2 the other direction. Hodgson and Phillips are back on D. Lightning streak in. Phillips plays the man, gets the puck off of his stick. Covered up by Stutzer. Good defensive play there as Phillips broke it up, and it trickled in. Saved by Stutzer. Net came off a little bit as well. It looked like O'Brien slid into the net, but Stutzer had it covered. Face off just outside of Stutzer. Lightning win the face-off momentarily, but O'Brien runs around and steals it from them. They send it up the sideboards. Outlet pass looking for Busher, just out of his reach. Lightning will back check and pick that up and send it back to center ice. They flip it up and over the stick of Weisner, but a little too far where Phillips is there. Phillips sends it up the sideboards right back to Weisner. Mavs have numbers trying to stay on side. O'Brien way off sides, just over the line there with the streaking Weisner on the left side. So they'll face it off outside the blue line. just under 10 minutes remaining. Brown in at center, Owings and Hargadine on the wings. Leaf and Heff on D. Heff chases it back after the face-off win by the Mavs, chips it up to Hargadine. Hargadine trying to get this in traffic, that's poke checked away the other direction. A little back and forth here, and Heff sends it right back up the boards, looking for Hargadine. Chipped ahead by the Lightning again. Right back to Heff, he'll play the boards, but can't get it out. Lightning chip it in, bounces around the blue line, and they keep the play alive. Shot coming from top of the circle, doesn't get through, Heff blocks it. Went off of Heff's arm, and he kept it out of the crease. Rebound picked up by Leaf behind the net. Leaf chips it up the sideboards, trying to get it to Owings. It's kept in, though, by the Lightning. They'll send it around the net. Heff picks it up, backhands it up, looking for Brown. Brown has Hargadine. Poke checked away, though, by the Lightning. They'll send it the other direction. Leaf back on D. He runs it down. He'll sling it behind the net, looking for Owings on the far side. Gets it to Owings, trying to play it from his knees. He gets it over to Hargadine. Hargadine makes a nice move, gets around one defender. He's got one to beat. Hargadine over the blue line. Goes back to the slot. Shot coming off the goalie's shoulder, up and over the net. Good play by Hargadine there. Had a good shot. It went up and over. Lightning pick up the puck, try to get it out, but Phillips keeps it back in. Phillips sends it around the net for Hargadine. Hargadine turns, sends centering pass right through the crease. Nobody there. Comes all the way back to the Mavs zone where Phillips will chase it down. Phillips sets up shot, has Hargadine on the far ice. Great pass across the red line to Hargadine. Hargadine jumps over the blue line. He's got another chance. He's in the slot. Hargadine, he scores! Phillips to Hargadine for the first goal of the game. The Mavs are on the board. Hargadine beat him on the far left side. He made a move back to the slot. Beat the goalie on the stick side after the cross-ice pass from Phillips up to the red line. Hargadine beat a few players on his way to the net. The Mavs are on the board. Dungy in at the center ice for the face-off. He wins it back, picks up the loose puck himself, chips it ahead. Dungy collides with the player at the blue line. Weisner picks up the loose puck after the collision. He comes in, shot, and Dungy pokes it in. Weisner had the shot. Rebound came over to Dungy, and he was on the far side, and he taps it in to make it 2-0 KC. Two quick goals. The Mavs strike first and second within a minute. They're on the board for the couple quick scores. Great effort there by Weisner to get the first shot and get through some traffic. And Dungy was there on the back door to pick up the loose puck rebound. Knocked it in for the second goal. Hodgson picks up the puck in the zone, tries to clear it out. Does get it out of the zone, but it hits a Lightning player. Dungy tries to get around the traffic. Can't get through there, and the Lightning send it back the other direction. Turnover at the red line, and Dungy picks it back up. Pass over to O'Brien. He's at center ice, or in the slot, I should say. Shot, and he scores! Shot by O'Brien. Glove side. I'm not sure the goalie ever saw that. He never flinched. Hit the net and bounced right back out for the third goal of the game. Mavs on a tear. 3 quick goals. All within a couple minutes of each other. KC on fire to start this championship. Understall in its center now. Hargadine on the wing with Busher. Heff and Phillips back on D. Lightning control the face-off. They'll break the other direction. 3-on-2 break. Phillips is back. They play it over the right winger. Backhander goes behind the net. They play it back to the far corner. Cycle it back to the D. Shot from the point. Doesn't get through. Might have been hit by a Lightning player. Rebound. Shot over the crossbar. That goes into the corner. Outlet pass up for Understall. Doesn't get out. They center it back, but Phillips is there. Phillips clears the ice, or clears the zone, sends it up to center ice. Lightning dump it back in. Everyone's on side, but it's back there with the no Lightning players. Phillips picks it up, hits the brakes behind his own net. Looking for Brown on the boards. Chips it up to Brown. Brown's got Hargadine with him. Poked away from Brown, but Hargadine picks up the puck, dumps it in, and a collision there at center ice with Busher and Hargadine running into each other. They both pop up. They're okay. Stick went flying. Busher's without a stick momentarily. Lightning pick up the puck in the center ice, in the neutral zone, I should say. Brown in a battle with 2 Lightning. Loose puck bounce up and onto the stick of Brown, who jumps right into the zone through some traffic. It is poked away, though, back to center ice. Hargadine sends it back in, but Mavs are offsides. Face off here with 6:11 remaining in the first period. KC with a strong early lead, 3-0. Goals by Hargadine, Dungy, and O'Brien. Lightning win the face-off. Played up through the neutral zone. It's poked away, though, by the Mavs. Kegler comes the other direction. Kegler's got Weisner in support. He dumps it into the corner. Weisner will chase that down. Trying to free the puck from the defender. He comes away with it. Loose puck in the slot. Plays it back to the point. Leith is there to try to keep it in. Loose puck, still in for a moment, and then it finally brought out by the Lightning. Lightning come the other direction. 2-on-2 break with Stevenson and Weisner back. Good back check by Leith. He pokes it away and interrupts that play. They send it back up to the point. Lightning keep it in. Comes right back to Leith, who returns the favor and sends it back the other direction. They'll blow the whistle on the icing here when it crosses the red line. Just under 5.5 minutes remaining. Couple good chances for the Lightning, but for the most part, KC's doing a good job to keep their shots limited. Good defensive play, good back checking. A lot of line changes, fresh legs on the ice. Lightning win the faceoff back, but too far where nobody's home. Comes out of the zone. They chip it back in, though. Hodgson tries to play it out, doesn't quite get through. Lightning keep it in. Phillips is back behind the net. He sends it up the boards looking for Mullins. Mullins chases it down, trying to chip it over the blue line. Can't quite get it out. Lightning keep it in. Mullins chips it ahead, and the Lightning send it right back down. Good battle there by Hodgson, though. Hodgson fighting through some traffic. Poke check there by Phillips. They had a centering pass, but Phillips kicked it up. He got it to Dungy. Dungy chips it over to O'Brien. O'Brien enters the zone. Comes down the right side. Backhand shot. Loose puck in front. It's kicked out at the last second. Phillips was streaking down. Love to have a shot there at the blue line, but it's just out of the zone. Mavs will reset. Everybody touches up, back on sides, and the Mavs jump right back in. Immediately cleared by the Lightning. Hodgson picks it up at the red line. Looking for O'Brien, just out of his reach. O'Brien's got to get back on side before they can jump in. He does. Lightning are tied up there on the boards. Just over 4 minutes remaining in the period. Lightning end up with it. Chip it back. They'll chase it down behind their own net and reset. Dungy goes off on a line change. Phillips jumps in to keep it on sides. Good job by Phillips to keep the play alive. It's chipped ahead by the Lightning. They'll come back the other direction. Lightning dump it in for a line change. Hargadine will chase that down behind his own net. He sends it over to Phillips. Good pass from Hargadine to Phillips. Phillips right back to Hargadine. He streaks through the traffic. Poked away at the last second, though, by the Lightning. Good give and go there. Hargadine got upended, no call. They chip it back the other direction. Phillips sends it up the sideboards. He's got Owings on the wing. Good interception there by Phillips. They had a centering pass. He got the stick out and broke out that play. Owings chips it over to Heff. Heff's got Hargadine. He chips it over to Hargadine. It goes a little too far out of his reach, but Buscher's in support on the right wing. Lightning can't clear. It stays in the corner. Good job by Owings to keep the play alive, but it's eventually chipped out. Leith sends it right back in the other direction. And the Lightning will come through into the Mavs zone, but Leith is there to interrupt that as well. He kicks it back off the boards. Lightning player touched up just in time before the offsides, and they dump it back in. Leith goes in hard. The sideboards, chips it up, beats his man to the puck, and chips it up to Buscher. Buscher has Owings. He chips it over to the left wing to Owings. A little too far out of his reach, and the Lightning smack it back out of the zone. Not quite out. Hargadine tries to keep it in. Good job there on the pressure by Hargadine to keep the play alive momentarily, but the Lightning end up with it. Lightning are on sides with lots of KC Mavs back. Not much happening there for the Lightning, and they just decide to dump it in, and a couple players skate off for a line change. Leith plays it over to Heff. Heff trying to smack it around the defender, or the winger, I should say. Eventually chipped ahead to Owings. Leith up to Owings. Owings has Buscher streaking in the right wing with him. Poke checked away by the Lightning, though. Lightning dump it back in. Leith is right there to send it back up. And Owings is right there after he just got back up. Good timing on that. Buscher comes in the zone, offsides on his own. That was a crazy call to See an offsides on yourself, but Busher was skating backwards as he went into the zone before he was able to drag the puck with him. Offsides call with just under 2 minutes remaining. Brown, O'Brien, Wisner in at forward. Phillips and Stevenson on D. Mavs chip it ahead. Wisner tries to come into the zone, but it's upended right before he gets across the blue line. He pulls it ahead to himself. Or that's Brown, I should say. Brown hits the side of the net. No goal. Rattled the net there for a moment, but it was off the side. Wisner applying pressure behind the net. Trying to chase his man down. He forces a pass. They dump it up the boards all the way through the zone to Phillips. Phillips sends it back up to Brown just out of his reach, but it'll dump into the corner. No icing. Play continues. O'Brien comes back behind the net, interrupts that play. Picks up a loose puck centering pass for Wisner, but it's picked off by the Lightning. Wisner eventually returns the favor and dumps it back into the corner, looking for Brown. Brown in a battle in the corner. The Lightning come away with it behind the net, though, and they chip it up the sideboards. Comes all the way through the neutral zone where Stevenson's there. Stevenson interrupts the play just as number 19 was rushing through. Good defensive play by Stevenson there. They break it up, and Wisner ends up with the puck. He'll send it up the sideboards, trying to get it to Brown, but it bangs off the boards a little too hard. Doesn't get it out of the zone. Wisner plays it back to himself, pulls it over to the boards. Wisner's got one man to beat. He's got Brown in tow. Wisner moves off to the side, low in the circle, shot, and he scores! Logan Wisner pulls it back. He was in the slot. He went wide, pulled the goalie with him, and then shot it in the far corner. That makes it 4-0 KC after the goal by Wisner. Just under a minute remaining in the first. KC makes it 4-0. Mavs will change it up. They've got Unnerstall and Dungy on the wings. Argadine at center. Leaf and Hodgson on D. Lightning come right through. Quick shot. Glove saved by Stutzer, and he hangs on to it. Face off in the Mavs zone here with just under, or a half a minute, I should say, remaining in the period. Good start by KC. Lightning win the face-off back to the point. They dump it right back in. Leith is there by Hargadine before he can get a pass off. All right, Unnerstall. No, that is Hargadine. My fault. That is Hargadine. Dungy plays it up to Hargadine, trying to get it through the traffic there, but it's picked off by the Lightning. They wait for everyone to touch up on side and dump it back in. Puck trickles behind the net. A little too far for the Lightning player. And that'll do it for the first period. Great start by KC. Spreading the goals around. A lot of good puck movement. 2 or 3 goals within a minute and a half or so of each other. Wisner adds a fourth one just under the last minute of the period to make it 4-0 KC to start the game. Waiting for the Lightning goalie to get into the net. We're about ready for the puck drop here. Lightning jump through, win the face-off. They'll come the other direction. Phillips and halfback on D. They get forced to the outside. Shot. Looks like Stutzer has it covered. Not sure if it went in. They blow the whistle. It's under Stutzer's leg pad. Right in the blue. No goal. Good save by Stutzer there. He squeezed the leg pads together. Knew it was close. Just don't move and wait for that whistle. Lightning win the face-off again. Quick drop pass to the D, and he got a slow shot that trickled through. Didn't really go anywhere. Dungy picks up the loose puck, comes the other direction. They send it ahead looking for Hargadine. He gets dumped into the corner. The Lightning will pick it up. They try to clear it out. Dungy tries to keep it in momentarily. But it trickles past him. The Lightning have a 3-on-1 break here. Phillips is back. Shot, glove save by Stutzer. The left winger took that shot from the middle of the circle. Stutzer had all kinds of time to eye that one on its way. Glove save, no rebound. O'Brien in at center. Wisner and Busher on the wings. Lightning win the face-off. They drop it back to their left D. Shot from the left D doesn't get through. Blocked by Busher. Busher skates through some traffic. He's got Wisner in support. Busher and Wisner. O'Brien trailing. Shot just wide of the right post. Good shot by Busher there. Wisner picks up the rebound in the corner. He'll circle around. Busher sets up in the slot. He's waiting for a pass. Wisner trying to find an open man. Waiting his time. Good pass there right in front. Over to O'Brien. O'Brien bangs it off the goalie's stick a couple times. Kicks behind the net. Busher there in support. Lightning eventually bang it down the other direction. They wave off the icing. Stevenson will run back after that. Stevenson and Leaf back on D. Stevenson picks up the puck, plays it up to Wisner on the boards. Wisner running the breakout, trying to get around one defender, look for another open man. He'll just skate it himself. A lot of open ice on the left side. Wisner brings it over the left circle, looking for some openings here. Puts the brakes on, plays it off the boards. Nifty move around a couple defenders. He plays it over to O'Brien. O'Brien gets tied up there with a couple Lightning players on the far boards. Busher comes in support and pokes it away. Busher using his body for leverage. Puck goes underneath him. We're going to stoppage and play as it's covered up. Once the ref lost sight of the puck, he blew the whistle. Mavs will change it up, get a line change here. Dungy wins a face-off forward, but the Lightning send it right back out. Comes up to Phillips, who plays it off his skate, dumps it right back in over the line. Dungy's there with Understall. They jump in. Get tripped up, though, and Lightning send it the other direction. Phillips will chase that down. He'll circle behind his own net, trying to send up the sideboards. The puck was bouncing when he swung at it, and he missed it. Got loose here. A little tie-up. They're on their both playing off their knees. Phillips plays it up over to Understall. Understall gets it to Hargadine. Hargadine coming up with Dungy. A little collision there as Hargadine goes down. Dungy sends it back in. Hargadine still in the zone, off sides. Face off just in front of the Mavs bench after the offsides call. Hargadine, Brown, and Wisner are your forwards. Leaf and Heff on D. Mavs control the face-off. Wisner trying to maintain possession and reset in his own zone, but it's poked away. Lightning eventually dump it in, but Heff is back there in the corner. Heff will pick up the loose puck. He'll send it around the sideboards looking for Hargadine. Hargadine's got Brown streaking with him. He picks up a loose puck. He'll take his time and reset. Goes around a couple defenders. Chips it ahead. Trying to get a centering pass to Wisner, but it ends up on a Lightning stick, and they dump it in the other direction. Heff goes in to try to pick that off, but the Lightning come up with it. Centering pass goes into the slot. Leaf picked it off in the slot there, but it's like we're going to get a penalty on maybe, not sure who it was. I looked over there and I saw a Lightning player down. Might have been Heff in the corner or Brown. Looks like they'll take Brown off the ice here. Just over 9 minutes remaining. Brown goes off. Ref was making some sort of tripping or hooking motion. I did see a Lightning player go down in the corner, so Mavs will be on the penalty kill for a minute and a half. They'll go with Hargadine and Wisner at forward. Heff and Phillips on D. Hargadine wins the face-off, or picks up the loose puck after the face-off, and he streaks up the right side, trying to get around a couple defenders. Good pass over to Wisner, just out of his reach, though. Wisner was wide open. It was a great look by Hargadine. Wisner picks up the loose puck, though, circles around the net. He's looking for Hargadine. It's just under his stick. Good pass right there. Hargadine was on the back door looking for a shot, but looks like he had his stick lifted and poked at the last second, so he couldn't take a shot. Good poke check there by Wisner to prevent that shot from happening by the Lightning. Puck goes into the corner. Wisner picks it up. He'll skate around a couple defenders. He's coming up with Hargadine, 2-on-2. Wisner plays it to Hargadine. Wisner comes back in the slot. Hargadine, backhand pass. Right back into the slot. Goes off the goalie's stick. He kicks it into the corner. Loose puck picked up by Hargadine. Trying to play it up to Wisner to keep it in. Goes off a Lightning player, though, and comes back to center ice. Wisner will run that down. trying to clear it. Gets chipped over to a Lightning player, though. Phillips plays the body. The puck trickles away from the Lightning player into the corner where Heff is there. Heff tries to clear it out, doesn't get out. Phillips picks up the loose puck, and he does clear the zone. Lots of Lightning players caught in the line change on the other side of the blue line when they dumped it back in. So they'll be offsides. 20 seconds remaining in the penalty to Brown. The Mavs will be back at full strength. A lot of scoring in the first period. Nothing so far in the second. Lightning control the face-off, and they chip it in, but O'Brien's there to pick it off and send it back off the boards the other direction. A little too far, though. It's going to be an icing call. He's trying to bang it off the boards, get a good angle, and let it float back towards the goal, but they rode the boards all the way down for an icing call. 7:42 remaining. Face-off just outside of Stetzer. 9 seconds remaining on the penalty to Brown. Mavs control the face-off, and Leith tries to clear it. He chips up it over the blue line. O'Brien's trying to chase it down and beat his man to it. Loose puck. Just picked off by the Lightning player before O'Brien got there. Lightning come the other direction. Centering pass a little too far for the Lightning player. Didn't see it coming. Stevenson's there. He bangs it ahead. Lightning player loses his stick. He gets it up to Dungy. Kegler got tripped up on the way over with Dungy. They were trying to do a little breakout there, but he got tripped up. The Lightning chip it back to center ice. Comes all the way over to Leith, but Leith sends it back to center ice. Loose puck comes up to Kegler. Kegler trying to get through some traffic. Big collision there. It's too many people to get through, and puck trickles back to Dungy. Lightning end up with it and just bang it into the corner. That player went off for a line change, so he just dumped it in. Leith runs it down in the corner. He's got O'Brien. He chips ahead for O'Brien. A little too far, though. Icing call. Just under 7 minutes remaining. Face off back down in the KC zone. Phillips and Hodgin in on D. Penalty is over. Back at full strength for the Mavs. Mullins, Wisner, Argadine are your forwards. Lightning win the face-off, trying to play it back to their D-man, but it just gets out of the reach, and Hargadine, it's a foot race. Hargadine's all alone. Breakaway for Hargadine. He beats the goalie on the right side, but he hits the post. Had the goalie fooled, and he took the shot, hit the post. You could hear the iron rattle from back here, and the Lightning come the other direction after the rebound. Puck gets chipped into the corner. Hodgin will play the man. Phillips goes behind the net to play the man. He tries a wraparound, comes right in front of Stutzer. Loose puck. They get a little collision after the fact. There's a loose puck. I'm not sure if they blew it dead or they counted it. We'll see. Looks like they're going to count it. That makes it 4-1. You can see the puck in front of the leg pad of Stutzer, then I kind of lost sight of it. He was trying to cover it. They must have got chipped loose. They eventually tucked it in for the goal. First goal of the day for the Lightning. That makes it 4-1. With just over 6 minutes remaining. Lightning win the face-off. Over and back on the offsides there. Tie up there with Owings trying to get some possession of the puck. It's eventually chipped in by the Lightning. Leith goes in for the puck, but it's chipped around him into the corner. Owings with a good strong move there to separate the puck from the winger. He chips around the boards. A couple Mavs there trying to pick it up. The Lightning center it though, right in the slot. Shot goes wide left to Stutzer. Good pass there by the Lightning. They got it in the slot. High stick there on the Lightning to see who touches it up next. It's played by Bushers, so they'll face it off actually out here as the Lightning took possession of that. They were trying to block the shot. Heff took a good clearing shot trying to get it out of the zone, but it was high stick by a Lightning player. That'll bring a stoppage in play. Mavs will take the opportunity for a line change. Brown, Wisner, and Dungy are your forwards. Phillips, Stevenson on D. Puck is chipped ahead, where Wisner will run back and grab it and try to send it up through the neutral zone. Brown plays it up to Dungy. Comes down the sideboards. Dungy's got some room if he can get back to the center. Yeah, he gets back to the slot shot and he scores! Carter Dungy brought it back between the circles, top of the slot, took a shot left side, beat the goalie on the stick side. Good pass there right after the face-off. They chipped it ahead on the sideboards. Foot race for Dungy. Outskated his man. Made a good move, brought it around the top of the circle, and had a great shot. That makes it 5-1 KC. They immediately answer after the goal by the Lightning. KC regains the 4-goal lead. Lightning dump it in, but Stevenson's there to try to send it out. It's blocked momentarily by the Lightning player, and they run into the corner with it, trying to set something up. Doesn't get through the traffic. Dungy comes away with it. Dungy plays it over to Weisner. Weisner streaking down the center ice. Weisner plays it through a couple defenders. Goalie comes out to cover it up. Weisner tried to touch it ahead just to himself and outskate the defenders, but went a little too far, and the goalie covered it up. Just over 5 minutes remaining in the second period. Hargadine in at center. Busher on left wing. Understall on right wing. Understall goes in hard into the corner, prevents the clearing from happening. Hargadine keeps it in as well. Right back to Understall. Shot from Understall. Good hard shot. He spun around and had a real good wrist shot, some heat on it. The goalie made the glove save, no rebound. We'll do another face-off. Same location. Busher takes the face-off this time. Puck goes into the corner after the face-off. Understall is there, but Lightning come away with it. They'll break it out of their zone and come to center ice. Hargadine with a poke check. They skate around him and go to the right side. Rushing down, looking for a centering pass. They play it back right in the slot, but Leith is there to kick it away. Good pass, but Leith a defensive move to clear the slot. Hargadine goes around some traffic. He's got Understall in support. Hargadine gets to the right side. Shot. Scores! What a goal. Hargadine from the right face-off dot beat the goalie over the top left shoulder. Probably couldn't have tucked it any higher in that corner. That was a great shot by Wyatt there. Beat the goalie over the stick side. Would have been a tough one to cover up as well, as we had another streaking KC Mavs player right there for the rebound. But it didn't matter as Wyatt tucked it in the corner. That makes it 6-1. Loose puck bounces around, comes over to O'Brien, who chips up the sideboards. He gets taken down. Loose puck comes back to Kegler. Kegler jumps in the zone. Mavs trying to keep it onside. O'Brien back on his feet, does a good job to keep the play alive. Twice now, O'Brien keeps it in. Good job to keep that puck from clearing the zone. Shot from O'Brien goes all the way through the crease into the corner. Weisner will try to chase it down with Kegler, but the Lightning come away with it. Kegler takes down his man going for the puck. They both go down. We'll probably get a penalty here on Kegler as he came in hard. He goes off the ice with 3:52 remaining in the first. Mavs will be killing another penalty. Minute 30 penalty to Kegler. Just under 4 minutes remaining in the second period. Weisner ties up his man after the face-off, and Hargadine takes the loose puck. Streaking down the right side, Hargadine's got Weisner in the slot, trying to get some room to make a pass, but it's poke checked away at the last second. Lightning come the other direction. Stevenson's back, though. He'll chip it ahead back to the neutral zone at center ice. Weisner plays his man, bouncing puck, plays it off the boards, looking for Hargadine. Can't quite get it through. Lightning chip it back in. 2-on-2, Stevenson's back with Hef. Shot wide right, goes into the corner. Never got on net for Stutzer. Hef is there to interrupt that pass. Weisner back in support. Centering pass by the Lightning all the way through the crease, or through the slot, I should say. Nobody there, but great play by Stevenson. Plays it ahead to Hargadine. Hargadine and Weisner 2-on-1. Another shot by Hargadine. Big rebound comes out just past Weisner, though. Couldn't get a shot on it. Leg pad save by the Lightning goalie. Came back to the top of the circle. Long pass the other direction. Slap shot. Glove save by Stutzer. Top of the circle shot by the Lightning player. Stutzer gloved it, hung on to it. No rebound. Square the clock up here. We got 2:57 on the arena clock. I'll run mine down and square that up. 35 seconds remaining on the penalty to Kegler. Another quick shot, another quick save by the Lightning. Phillips and Leith on D. Dungy and O'Brien are your forwards. 32 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. Lightning win the face-off. They'll dump it back into the corner. Leith sends it back up the sideboards looking for Dungy. Just out of his reach. Lightning played in from the right D and dump it in. Leith is there again. He'll try to send it around the sideboards and out. Doesn't quite get out, though. The right D keeps it in. Dungy picks up the loose puck, though. It's chipped ahead from Leith. Dungy plays it up to O'Brien. O'Brien just out of his reach. He's going to try to skate to it, but it's a poke check there by the Lightning player at the last second. Puck comes back to center ice where Leith is there. Leith tries to play it up across the blue line and get it back out of the zone. Good back check there by Dungy. He picks up a loose puck. Penalty to Kegler is over. Mavs back at full strength. Mullins on the ice now. Going to get a penalty here. Delayed penalty. 2:09 remaining. Looks like that might be O'Brien that goes off this time. We'll see. Yep, O'Brien tied up his man there. Separated him from the stick as well. Saw a little collision over there. So just when the Mavs get back to full strength, they go back on the penalty kill with 2:09 remaining. Weisner, Hargadine are your forwards. Phillips and Leith on D. Have to kill another minute and a half penalty here. Phillips runs into the corner, tries to chip it ahead up to Hargadine. It gets through some traffic as a Lightning player fanned on it. Hargadine streaking down the right side. He'll dump it in. Weisner will try to chase that down in the far left corner. He gets there just in time, plays it back, trying to get it back to Hargadine. Lightning player got there just in time to chip it away. Bouncing puck will clear the zone. Mavs will have to reset, but it comes to center ice. Poke check there by Weisner. He's got Hargadine down the boards if he can get it to him. A couple Lightning players there to prevent that from happening, though. They chip it all the way ahead, comes all the way to Stutzer. He'll cover that up just long enough to get the whistle. Minute and a half remaining in the period and 54 seconds remaining on the penalty to O'Brien. Lightning win the face-off back to the left D. Shot turned away by Stutzer, goes into the corner. Phillips picks it up behind the net. He plays it up the boards looking for Hargadine. Just out of his reach. The D keeps it in. Puck comes back to the blue line, but not out. Shot from the right D goes behind the net. Tipped by a Lightning player at the last second. The setup shot behind the net, looking for a centering pass. Shot up over the crossbar. Hit the crossbar. Might have been Stutzer's stick. Caught something and went back into the corner. Leith tries to clear it out. Doesn't get through. Phillips ties up his man. Loose puck bounces up to Stutzer, and he'll cover it up. 25 seconds remaining on the penalty. Mavs will get a line change. Brown comes on with Dungy. Stevenson. Phillips went back to the bench for a line change. They send him right back out. So Phillips and Stevenson will be on D. Lightning win the faceoff. Another quick shot. Backhand. Phillips picks up the loose puck. He sends it into the corner. Turns that away. Lightning pick up the puck at the top of the circle. Looking for an outlet pass somewhere. Shot coming. Glove saved by Stutzer. Doesn't get through. Stutzer did get through the traffic. Stutzer had a good eye on it. Clear lane and needed a glove save there with 10 seconds remaining on the penalty. Another face-off win by the Lightning and a quick shot turned away by Stutzer. Played ahead from Stevenson to Dungy, but just out of his reach, back to center ice. Poke check there, trying to get that up to Weisner. Couldn't quite get it. Penalty is over to O'Brien, and as soon as O'Brien comes back on the ice, Dungy gets a trip. We get a delayed penalty here. Centering pass through the slot, goes all the way into the corner. Delayed penalty. The Lightning pick up the puck in the corner, but as soon as O'Brien touches it up, we'll get a penalty. I think it was on Dungy. Mavs are playing a lot of 5-on-4 hockey here in the second period. Dungy goes off the ice. Mavs will kill another penalty. Hargadine and Weisner in it forward. Phillips stays on the ice with O'Brien. Actually, Weisner floats back to D. Weisner and Phillips on D. O'Brien and Hargadine will be your forwards. Face off won by the Lightning over to the left winger. He slides into the corner, centering pass. Poked away, though, by the Mavs. I think that was Weisner that chipped it into the corner. O'Brien tries to send it up the sideboards to Hargadine. Can't quite get it through. Puck comes back into the corner. Weisner will pick it up and circle behind his own net. He plays it over into the corner. Not hard enough to get out of the zone, though. It comes back by the Lightning player who chips it back in the corner. Phillips runs it down, trying to send it up to the corner for O'Brien, but that's time expired on the second period. Mavs take a strong lead into the third. They'll have 1:06 remaining on the penalty to Dungy. Try to kill that off. to start the third period. All right, we'll flip the ice and do it one more period. Mavs 15 minutes away from the championship. If they can hang on to the lead here, I believe in this tournament, it's a 5-goal spread. They'll run the clock in the third period. So we might see a running clock here as we start the third. TC wins the face-off, back to Hargadine. Hargadine spins around, tries to play it up to Weisner, but it's poked away by the Lightning. They'll dump it in. A little too far out of reach. Leaf is right there to send it back out. The Lightning tried to play it right back in, but they are offsides. And it looks like they are going to run the clock here, so I'll square my clock up and just let that run. Lightning control the face-off, jump right over the blue line, top of the circle, pass to the right winger, shot. Bouncer that got to Stutzer, but he gloved it. Do a face-off just outside of Stutzer. Nice thing about killing a penalty on the running clock is it just keeps running, so one more face-off, and that should be about it for Dungy. We're back on the ice. Mavs control the face-off. Weisner tries to play it up to Hargadine, doesn't get through though. The Lightning intercept it. Trying to get a centering pass, but it's poked away by Weisner and Hargadine. Sauce pass from Hargadine up to Weisner over the defender's stick. Great move to get it over the defender's stick. Weisner settles it. He goes into the corner. Penalty's over. Mavs back at full strength. Understall comes on the ice. Dungy goes to the bench. Understall gets there just in time. Puck is poked away by Weisner, trying to get it over to Understall. He does backhand it up to Hargadine in the slot, but it's poked away at the last second by a Lightning player. Hargadine was streaking in the slot, waiting for the pass from Weisner, but it was turned away by the Lightning player. They send it all the way to the Mavs zone in the other direction. Understall on the sideboards with Hargadine. They're trying to get it out of the zone. They chip it over the blue line. Hargadine plays it from his knees up to Understall, I should say, but it's poked back in by the Lightning. Phillips on the right D there. He plays it off his backhand, trying to get it up to Weisner. Doesn't get through the Lightning player. He'll come back check, takes his man down, and the loose puck comes back to Hargadine. Hargadine streaking up the right side. He's got Understall and Weisner in support. Hargadine with the shot goes off the side of the net. He goes hard in the boards, fell down to his knees. The loose puck is picked up by the Lightning. They'll come the other direction. Stevenson and Leaf back on D. They chip it ahead. A little too far for a right wing pass. Stevenson picks up a loose puck. He sends it up the sideboards, but not out. The Lightning send it right back in. Stevenson circles behind his own net. He'll send it up, trying to find Hargadine. Bouncing puck gets out of the zone just enough for an offsides. Trying to find Hargadine there, streaking out of the zone, but the Lightning player chipped it back in. But not before his teammates could clear the zone, so offsides with 12.5 minutes remaining in the third. Brown, O'Brien, and Busher are your forwards. Heff, Hodgin on D. Mavs play the face-off back to Heff. Heff circles around, sends it up the boards looking for Busher. He gets it out. Busher plays it up the sideboards and outskates his man. He gets over the blue line. Good back check there, going to Lightning, though. They separate the puck from Busher. Lightning come the other direction. Hodgin and Heff back on D. Brown and O'Brien back checking. They force the man to the outside. Shot, leg pad save by Stutzer. Right leg pad save, kicked into the corner. Good play by Max to keep that out of the net. Puck comes out of the zone. The left D was set up shop on the blue line, but he was out of the zone. So when he sent the puck right back in, that'll be another offsides. Running clock, just under 12 minutes remaining in the third. Mavs with a comfortable 5-goal lead here. Hoping to hang on. Face-off one forward by Dungy. Just jumped right through the traffic. Lightning interrupt that, though, and they dump it in the other direction. Leaf is there to send it back up to center ice. Gets it back to Dungy, but Dungy overskates it. Lightning pick it up, and they'll go the other direction. They chip it in the zone. Leaf is back for that. Phillips set up in the center slot. He'll pick up the errant pass from the Lightning player, and he'll send it right back up the sideboards, and he gets it out, but just out of the reach. They wave it off, though, as the Lightning player fanned on it, so no icing's the call. Owings runs it down. Owings, Kegler, and Dungy cross the line in the zone. Leaf on the left D. Phillips back at center ice. Just in case this gets chipped out, which it did. Lightning player comes away with it on the left side. Phillips and Leaf back on D. Phillips with a poke check there, sends the puck into the corner. Interrupts that play. He plays it up to the boards on Dungy. Got out though, as the left D kept it in. Leaf picks up the puck, sends it off the sideboards looking for Owings. Owings had an opening there, but it's poked away at the last second by the Lightning player. Dungy goes in there trying to keep the play alive. Loose puck comes back to Kegler, who's lost his stick. He kicks it over to Dungy. Dungy will streak over the blue line on the right side, trying to get a shot. Loose puck, or I should say save, and the loose puck goes into the corner. They try to clear it out the sideboards. Kegler comes in hard, tries to separate the puck, but it's chipped ahead to the other Lightning player. 2-on-2 break, shot right on target with Stutzer, and he covers it up. Just under 10 minutes remaining on the running clock. Face off just outside of Stutzer. Mavs with a lot of early goals in the first period, and they played most of the second period shorthanded, so not a lot of scoring for the Mavs in the second period. Bouncing puck, covered up again by Stutzer. Lightning won the face-off, the quick shot. Bouncer got over to the glove side of Stutzer. He just hung on to that one. Mullins takes the face-off. He plays it ahead to Hargadine, the forward wing. Great play there. He just chipped it over to Hargadine, but couldn't get through the traffic. Hodgins trying to chip it ahead. Heff comes up with it. Hard shot up to Hargadine. Hargadine trying to play through some traffic, but it's poked ahead by the Lightning player into the corner. Good hard pass from Heff to Hargadine. It was poked away at the last second. Weisner in a tie-up on the far boards. He does a good job to use his body and keep that play alive. 2 Lightning players on him. Weisner comes away with that. All that scrum, and Weisner comes out of there with the puck. Good play by Weisner. Comes around to the Lightning player behind the net, though, and they clear it all the way to the other end of the ice. We'll get an icing call here. They blow it dead. Mavs will change it up. Get some fresh legs. We'll face it off down in the Lightning zone. 8.5 minutes remaining in the game. KC looking for their second straight tournament win. Potentially, if they pull this off, their second undefeated tournament. Off to a strong start, 4-0 in Nashville, and looking to go 4-0 now here in Springfield, Illinois in the Fire and Ice tournament. Brown working behind the Lightning net, trying to get it up to Understall. Gets it over to Understall momentarily, but it's picked off by the Lightning, and they send it ahead. Phillips is back. He picks up the loose puck, chips it ahead across the blue line, looking for Busher, but it's kept in by the Lightning player. Comes back to the Lightning player, top of the slot. Phillips comes through there. Tries to interrupt that. The Lightning player spins and fires wide, goes into the corner. We'll get a penalty here as one of the Lightning players tripped up Leaf. Leaf goes back to try to retaliate. Looks like he was looking for a little payback there, but we got a tripping penalty. Ref has taken care of that already. Lightning player will go off. Mavs will be on the power play. That should result in a face-off down in the Lightning zone. Face-off bounced around. Try to get a shot from O'Brien, but it trickles into the corner. Brown picks up the loose puck. He's got a centering pass for Dungy, and Dungy shot it wide. Good pass there from Brown to Dungy. Dungy was setting up in the slot, waiting for the pass, and had a good shot on it, but it just went wide of the net. Casey on the power play. Hargadine picks up the loose puck. He streaks across center ice over to Weisner. Poked away at the last second, but Brown picks up the loose puck, plays it around a couple players over to O'Brien in the corner. O'Brien sets up a pass right there all the way through for Brown. Had Brown in the slot, but went through his skates. Dungy trying to keep it alive, but the Lightning players eventually clear the zone. Comes out to center ice, but Dungy picks it off. They circle around in the neutral zone, spins, turns pass back over to O'Brien. O'Brien plays it over to Hargadine. Hargadine gets around the circle. He's in the slot, and he scores. Hargadine beat everybody around the far side, came back to the slot. The whole right side of that net was open. Hargadine makes it 7-1 KC with the power play goal. There's 40 seconds or so remaining on that power play. That'll bring the player out of the box. Back at full strength, 5-on-5 hockey after the goal by Hargadine. That makes it 7-1 KC. Owings in at center. Mavs from the face-off, plays it back to Mullins. Mullins circles around some traffic, tries to play it ahead to Owings, but it's just out of his reach. Good forecheck pressure there by Owings, though. He gets there just in time to interrupt that clearing attempt by the Lightning. Comes into the far corner. They try to clear it out. They do chip it over the blue line, and Heff is the only man back. Heff picks up the loose puck, turns, backhands it up looking for Stevenson. Stevenson picks it up, tries to play it up to Kegler. Can't quite get it out. Lightning keep it alive. They send it back to the top of the circle. Now it trickles into the corner. Heff will chase his man around the net. Wrap-around attempt right through the slot. There was a Lightning stick there. He just couldn't get the tape on it. Shot from the left D goes behind the net. Loose puck picked up by Kegler. Kegler will circle around some traffic, trying to get up the sideboards. He falls down, loses the puck. Mullins is over there in support. It's chipped back to a Lightning player who turns and fires for a centering pass, but nobody there. Stevenson chips it up. Not quite out, though. Kept in by the left D. Shot coming, turned away by Stutzer. Just a slow, lazy shot that was kicked into the corner. No threat there. Owings chips it up ahead. Comes back to center ice. Owings keeps it alive, trying to chip it over to Kegler, but can't quite get it out of there, and the Lightning end up with it. They jump in the zone. A lot of Mavs back. Good pressure to force them into the corner. Owings picks up the puck, tries to send it up and out of the zone, hits the ref. Mullins is there. He clears it out of the zone. Lightning will have to reset, and they dump it right back in. A little too far out of the reach. Nobody there, so Heff will send it back up the boards. He's got it for Kegler. Kegler chips it ahead to center ice. Lightning pick it off. They'll jump over the left side of the blue line here. They get tripped up as they're trying to make a play back to the center ice. Or back to the center, I should say. He got tripped up. Stevenson picks it up behind his own net. Can't quite get it out. Face-off dodge shot. Doesn't get through. Looks like it might have hit Kegler. Somebody on the Mavs right there blocked it. Never got to Stutzer. Lightning dump it right back in. Long shift here for the Mavs. Looking for a line change here. Heff comes back to the bench. Mullins comes to the bench. And Stevenson comes to the bench. Get some fresh legs out there. Understall fresh off the bench. He'll pick up the loose puck at the blue line. He plays it off the boards. Dumps it down. A little too far, though. We'll get an icing call with 3.5 minutes or so remaining in the third period. Face-off will come back down here in front of Stutzer. Hodgson, Leith on D. Dungy, Busher, Understall, your forwards. Just under 3:30 here when the face-off drops. Dungy tries to win it forward. He does. He gets through the traffic, kicks it ahead to himself, but just out of his reach. It's played back by the Lightning player momentarily. Dungy still picks up the loose puck, though. They couldn't quite clear it. He comes in across the blue line. He's got Understall on the center ice. He gets tripped up, though, and loses the puck. Lightning cleared back through center ice. They chip it ahead, but Hodgson's there. Hodgson sends it back to Dungy. Bounces off his stick, though. Ends up with the Lightning player. Good centering pass, top of the slot. Shot coming. Glove saved by Stutzer. No rebound. Stutzer had his eye on it the whole time. Good hard wrist shot. Max gloved it, hung on to it. Another face-off, another line change. About 2.5 minutes remaining now. Brown in at center. Argadine and Weisner your forwards. Stevenson and Phillips on D. Lightning win the face-off back. The left winger can't get a shot off, though. Brown trying to play it ahead to Weisner. Can't get through the traffic. He does get it up to Hargadine, but Hargadine was over the blue line. Good attempt there. They had Hargadine streaking, but just a stride or two over the blue line by the time the puck chipped up to him. Offsides. Face off just outside the Lightning zone. Brown wins it ahead looking for Weisner. They jump right back in. Weisner picks up the puck, or Brown I should say. Brown circles back, backhand attempt by Brown. Good shot, high over the glove side. It was probably 3 or 4 inches outside the post, but a good backhand shot. A wraparound pass here, and he gets it in. Brady Brown gets the goal after all. He had a good backhand attempt there. Went wide of the net, but Hargadine, I think, picked it up. Passed it right back to the slot. Brown spun around with a backhand shot. That makes it 8-1 KC. Brady Brown gets on the board. Mavs will change it up probably one more time here. Final shift. Heff and Leith on D. Kegler, Owings, Mullins are your forwards. It's chipped ahead into the zone by the Lightning. Heff will run that down, but just out of his reach. Lightning player picks it up. Kegler goes in support. They flip it up ahead to the crease. Kegler's going to get a checking penalty here. So he went hard into the boards. A little back and forth action. And with the running clock, that'll probably just about do it. By the time they sort out the penalty, we'll face it off in front of Stutzer here in the KC zone after the penalty to Kegler. Won't be enough time to serve that whole penalty. It runs under a minute now. That's appropriate though for the day. Mavs killing a lot of penalties. Spent pretty much the whole second period playing 5-on-4. So we'll end the game here 5-on-4. Lightning win the face-off. Back to the right D, takes a shot into the corner. Mullins goes in hard into the corner. He's gonna get a checking penalty. Mavs will be 5-on-3, so I stand corrected. We won't be 5-on-4, we'll be 5-on-3. That still may not happen by the time they send him to the box and do a restart. 25 seconds on the game clock. Should just about do it. KC will improve to 8-0 on the season for tournament play. 4-0 and 4-0 in their first two tournaments, taking home titles in Nashville as well as Springfield, Illinois. We're going to sort this penalty out in the box long enough. It's just going to expire the time, and that'll do it. KC wins it. First place, undefeated. The Fire and Ice tournament in Springfield, Illinois. That's their second tournament victory in as many attempts. Great start to the season by Kansas City. Put up over 20 goals in their 4 games. I'd say it was 19, 20, almost 30 goals. A great offensive performance by Kansas City in this tournament. 11-1, 6-1, 5-2, and another dominating performance today, 8-1. Great job by Kansas City. The boys are really gelling. Fun to see them move the puck around, get so many different players scoring on the board. They're off to a strong start. We'll have a little break here for a while. The holidays coming up, no tournaments until early January. They do have a tournament in Kansas City, so no travel for that one. Well, a Kansas City tournament and then a Cedar Rapids tournament in January. Those will be your next time the Mavs are in action. Some camps and practices until then, but nothing until the Kansas City tournament. Great job, boys. We'll get some hardware here in a second. I'll keep the broadcast running. We'll get a couple photos out there. Looks like a poster they're gonna unroll there for the boys and some medals to hand out. That will do it. Probably pass those out in the locker room and we'll get on the road, headed back to Kansas City. Fun tournament for the boys. We'll see you guys next time in the Kansas